Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier et puis je fume.
We were bookworms, we were people who read a lot. Back in 2002, Alex had a friend she knew who had a private library. That private library went out of business, and so the friend called Alex and asked them if they wanted to buy, and it was something like 1,500 books. At that time, 2002, it was very difficult to get English language books in Beijing, so we all loved to read. So every time we came back from holidays, took books in our suitcase and everything, so we'd read and we'd give them to our friends and everything, so we could have things to read. We went to a bar in Sanlitun that had some space, and they allowed us to build some shelves and to put the books into the shelves there. And they could have a coffee or they could have a drink, and they could read the book in the library, or they could take it home. We have two sections, so the second-hand books are for borrowing, and then the new books are just for buying. The reason we do that is just because it's to make sure that if we just sell it, then only one person gets to read the book. But if we have a library system, then every year maybe 20 people read the book. Probably 55% or so more female, and that's not unusual. I think even in the West, when you have females, like readers read more than men. Fiction readers will be very much, you will see 80% female in different markets, but non-fiction, it would be closer to half-half. We find it's there's two age brackets. We have young children and maybe people in their teens, and then you have people who are older than 30. But in that gap between, say, 18 and 30, we don't have that many. I'm guessing they're busy with studies and they're busy with jobs and everything like that, so they're not reading so much. The model has to change all the time because you have to react to the world, the market conditions, and of course increasingly with books, more people are buying digital books, e-books, and more people are buying, if they're buying paper books, they buy them online, so they get them delivered to their house more than they buy them from independent bookstores. Parents and children, they don't want e-books as much. They really like, the tangible paper books. It puts more pressure on the publishing industry to make books beautiful, to make people want to not just read the book, but they want to keep the book. They want to, they appreciate the art, they appreciate the typesetting, the font, the design, the quality of the paper. If you just want to read a book and you just want to get the story, that's one thing, and you can read that digitally, sure. But if you meet the author, you've listened to them for an hour talking, maybe afterwards you've had a coffee with them and you get to know them personally, and they sign your book, they can't sign your computer, so but you can keep that book forever, and it's a memory of a time and a place. So those kind of things are important, and that's not going away. Reading is a special time, I think. It's very individual. That's why I think reading will never disappear. If two people look at the same painting, watch the same movie, very often they'll have similar, some people might like it, some people dislike it, but the movie doesn't allow you much room for your own imagination. Because if two people read a novel and you ask them to describe what it looked like, what the place looked like, or what the people looked like, or what the world looked like, or what the thing was, they'll have entirely different perspectives. Watch your brain move. The movie is like this, and the book is so it's going like this, and it's hard to put that in scientific terms, but you get that emotionally and intellectually and passionately. You feel that.